Guys, it may be another one. Yeah, I'm using my brother's phone. So yeah, today we're gonna watch SCP-123. Okay, so let's watch it. Might be scary. I typed that, so okay. Oh my god, it's gonna make me freak out. It's gonna make me
What
freak
was your daughter?
Give me.
You want to find a way, right?
What is the most dangerous thing you can imagine? An average person might say an apex predator or a violent killer. Meanwhile, a researcher working for the SCP Foundation might cite one of the XK-class end-of-the-world scenarios, like the release of the Devourer of Worlds, as the most dangerous thing they can imagine. But if you were to pose that question to an astrophysicist, ask what they think is the most dangerous thing they can imagine, then you're likely to get only one answer: a black hole. That area of space that pulls in anything and everything around it with its immense gravity, whether it's planets or asteroids or even light itself. Nothing can escape the pull of a black hole. Around every black hole is an area known as the event horizon. And once you go past this boundary, there is no going back. If you were aboard a spacecraft that ended up going past the event horizon of a black hole, you're essentially as doomed as anyone can possibly be. According to certain laws of quantum mechanics, black holes do have their own temperature and will often emit what is known as Hawking radiation, named after the renowned physicist Stephen Hawking. Given that black holes absorb everything, they will also pull this radiation back into their own mass, shrinking as they gradually collapse in on themselves. As for what's inside a black hole, hard to say.
Well, guys,
anything can be pulled into one, but nothing can exist within it. Or at least that's what the world's leading scientists will tell you. Other theories have been floating around there on where black holes might lead. Perhaps they might be doorways into other universes and dimensions beyond our understanding. Or maybe black holes are gaps in the fabric of the space-time continuum, and falling through one might send you hurtling years into the future or even the past. And then there's SCP-123, something that the Foundation keeps well guarded. SCP-123 consists of a gray geodesic sphere, meaning it is a shape comprised of various connected triangles, kind of like the Epcot Center. Built from an unknown material, the hollow sphere housing SCP-123 consists of 60 triangles, with empty spaces between that allow someone to view the center. Within it is what looks like a much smaller sphere, only around a single millimeter in diameter. This inner sphere is completely black all over, emitting zero light, and tests by Foundation researchers have revealed that this dark sphere will also not reflect light either. That's because SCP-123 is, as you may have guessed, a contained miniature black hole. Much like the larger black holes found throughout the solar system, the core of SCP-123 has a strong gravitational force, capable of gently pulling any objects that are within 3 meters of the outer geodesic sphere towards it. Any object resting against the surface of the outer sphere seems to become double its normal weight as it gets caught up in the powerful forces within. However, while the pull of the black hole is at least weakened somewhat by this outer layer, inside the casing, the strength of the black hole is dramatically increased. You would be smart to leave your keys, wallet, and phone in another room if you were approaching SCP-123, as any small object that can fit through the triangular gaps in the outer shell will be pulled into the black hole in the center. When brought close enough, solid objects will rapidly accelerate as they are snatched up by the force of the anomalous sphere, only for the object to vanish entirely from view as it's lost to the void within. According to tests conducted by Foundation research teams, the same occurs if liquid is ever poured through one of the outer sphere's gaps, and it will be sucked away into the black hole like water down a drain. Further observations made by the Foundation's researchers confirm that all light near SCP-123 curves towards the black sphere in the center. Interestingly, black holes cannot normally be seen or observed directly with the naked eye, due to them being able to pull in light. So instead, astronomers and astrophysicists will monitor changes in the area surrounding a suspected black hole for any notable changes. The miniature black hole of SCP-123 shares these light-bending properties, also appears to be at least partially observable while contained within the outer geodesic shell. While the Foundation is still unsure as to what the outer sphere is made of, it seems to act as some sort of cage, keeping the black hole stable and secure. Otherwise, the cage itself, along with the entire planet outside it, would presumably be sucked into the center. In fact, research staff have even been able to roughly calculate the mass of the interior black sphere and have determined that the cage surrounding it somehow reduces the gravitational effects of the black hole. SCP Foundation experts state that the black hole within SCP-123 currently has a mass of approximately 10 to the 29th power kilograms within the outer shell. But the cage's dampening effects may mean that the inner sphere's actual mass could be even higher. Under ordinary circumstances, a black hole with a 10 to the 29th power kilograms of mass would have a Schwarzschild radius of about 200 meters. Any professional astrophysicists in our audience will already be well aware that a Schwarzschild radius is the size of the black hole's event horizon. If you remember earlier, we mentioned that an event horizon is the area that surrounds a black hole. And going past this boundary means that you now have a one-way ticket into the black hole whether you like it or not. The fact that SCP-123 doesn't have such a large event horizon, and that only objects placed within the outer sphere are pulled in, shows that the only thing stopping the black hole absorbing everything around it, including all of us, is the cage it's currently held in. Nothing can escape the pull of a black hole. No solid matter, no liquids, not even light. However, in the case of SCP-123, it seems that there is at least one state of matter that this black hole is unable to absorb. Gases. Even though gaseous matter is affected by the gravitational force of SCP-123, for some unknown reason, gas cannot breach the gaps in the outer shell surrounding the black hole. The SCP Foundation is still studying why only solids and liquids may pass through the cage while gas cannot, but it's almost certainly for the best. After all, if SCP-123 could absorb gas and pull other elements into its mass, there would be little to stop it from sucking up all the oxygen surrounding it. Somehow, either by an intentional design or by the natural properties of the material it's crafted from, the cage around the inner sphere seems to protect the outside world from the miniature black hole. It prevents the entire planet's air as well as the rest of the planet itself from being pulled in and crushed, while also keeping the black hole at a far more manageable size. The two components of SCP-123 seem to behave in a symbiotic manner, acting together as one. When someone moves the outer cage, the black hole will follow and stay in a fixed position, hovering inside the center of the geodesic casing. Just what exactly makes both of SCP-123's parts behave in such a way has left even the Foundation. The black hole will follow and stay in a fixed...
Okay, so you're telling me that they're having a talk, but about SC. So you're talking about there's a talking event.
Position, hovering inside the center of the geodesic casing. Just what exactly makes both of SCP-123's parts behave in such a way has left even the Foundation's top researchers baffled. While a miniaturized black hole could potentially cause devastating damage, for now at least, SCP-123 doesn't pose much of a threat, as long as it remains contained by the SCP Foundation. Within the confines of the geodesic cage, the black hole itself is nearly harmless, only pulling in small objects. As a result, the Foundation has been able to securely keep SCP-123 inside one of their facilities. The contained miniature black hole is fastened to a sturdy table with the use of straps and chains. However, personnel are forbidden from affixing any hooks to the gaps in the outer casing. Otherwise, these run the risk of being dragged into the black hole's gravitational pull, potentially along with whatever the hooks were attached to. The Foundation's researchers monitor the black hole 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Devices for measuring the gravitational force of SCP-123 are placed within the same room the black hole is kept. but at a safe distance of 100 meters away. Staff are also instructed to never place objects within the outer shell of SCP-123, and are prohibited from inserting any objects through the gaps in the geodesic sphere unless an experiment is taking place. At all times, SCP-123 is to be treated with the utmost care, as if it was a fragile object. And for all the Foundation...
Okay, I hate it. Guys, this is the end of the video, so if you want to see more, so bye!